Let's continue with part 2, shall we? Let's get started. And just like that, in the midst of surprise, they found the alchemy recipe. Hanju turned around and saw the alchemy recipe lying on the ground. No way, dude. How can you hide things like this? I'm screwed. Once she gets her hand on the alchemy recipe, she will kill me. Suddenly, Xing Hongzuan ran over and hugged Hanju joyfully. As expected of you, you are really my lucky charm. She promptly rushed over to grab the alchemy recipe. I never expected a person as behaved as you to know how to be romantic. As long as you are happy. What should I do? The alchemy recipe is in her hand now. My unparalleled finger divine sword is gone. But her breathing seems to be unstable. I assume she has spent a lot of energy distracting those people away. Should I make a sneak attack? And just like that, while Xing Hongzuan was happily celebrating finding the alchemy recipe and not paying attention, Hanju grabbed an iron rod and was about to sneakily hit her with it. How should I open this? Suddenly, Xing Hongzuan discovered someone approaching from behind. Hanju was hit with a force that sent him flying onto the alchemy recipe, causing it to fall off. In the end, it fell into someone else's hands. Elder Iron enters. Such audacity! How dare you prey on the alchemy recipe? When did Elder Iron come back? I've been back for a long time. I was only waiting for you to show up. The last time I came back, I'd already seen both of you. All these years, other disciples have never accepted my mission. Only the two of you opted for it. There must be something fishy. Elder Iron suddenly attacked Xing Hongzuan out of nowhere. Prepare to die, fiendish cultivator. The force was so strong that she couldn't resist and fell back. I fell right into his trap. I used up too much energy distracting those people. If I fight with Elder Iron in my current state, I will definitely lose. The alchemy recipe is still in Elder Iron's hand. The chance of retaking it is slim. I can only escape for now. Feeling trouble, Xing Hongzuan quickly jumped out of the window and run away. Stop right there. Don't assume this is all of it. If it weren't for the fiendish cultivator's excellent escaping art, she couldn't have even thought of escaping today. It hurts, Elder Iron. Elder, you are finally back. I almost died wilt trying to hold off that witch. Hold off? Aren't you both accomplices? Tell me what happened. Many hours have passed. It's like that. Hanju told Elder Iron everything that happened. So you are just being used. You actually believed that she wanted to groom you to be her husband? What a joke. Stop mentioning it. That was a close one. I think he might not have noticed that I'm just acting. Now, I won't have to be responsible for this crime. Enough, go back to sleep. Yes, sir. Hanju quickly ran back to the room, but just as he was running, the system popped up a notification. Thank God, I finally have a life-saving technique. As you did not help Xing Hongzuan steal the alchemy recipe, you successfully obtained the sword technique Unparalleled Finger Divine Sword. 2 years later, Hanju keeps improving, and now he can use his bare hands to control energy and chop firewood. Although it is not considered a sword technique but a magic spell, it's convenient when used to chop wood. Showing off my skill once in a while shouldn't be a problem. Since this time will be the last time I chop wood, I should leave soon. The herb garden can't assist me in my cultivation anymore. In these 2 years, I've cultivated the 4 spirit roots into the 9th level of the key refining realm. Only lightning and fire spiritual roots are left. As long as I cultivate them into the 9th level of the QI refinement realm, I will be able to break through to the foundation establishment realm. But I can't find any fire or lightning spiritual Q around the herb garden. I can only search for other ways. I can't stay in this herb garden forever, viewing the sky from the bottom of the well. It's not hard to quietly leave the herb garden. Even if Elder Iron is here to block me, I can still get away unscathed. Everyone is buzzing around. Do you know that Elder Iron has gone out to search for herbs to increase his lifespan again? I feel that the Elder has recently been going out too frequently. Don't tell me his time is up. Stop talking nonsense. Elder Iron's cultivation level was stuck at the 7th level of the key refinement realm and couldn't increase further. Not everyone can make a breakthrough as easily as I. This is the difference in cultivation potential. Of course, the changes in the environment are also equally important both for Elder Iron and for me. I'm leaving this place to increase my lifespan and become stronger. Goodbye to 20 years of living in this place. Hanju was determined to leave without any attachment. A new life is starting. I remember the herb garden is affiliated with the Jade Pure sect. By bathing in the outer member, Elder Iron's light, a slave like me can also be considered a sect member. Then I'll take root here to cultivate. Unless I accidentally bump into Elder Iron, my identity wouldn't be found out by the others. Who are you? Show us your sect pass. My name is Hanju, a rogue cultivator. I'm at the 9th level of the key refinement realm. Do I have any way to join the Jade Pure sect? What? The 9th level of the key refinement realm. Wait a moment. I will inform someone. There is no need for that. I had matters at hand and was planning to leave the sect. If I heard it right, you wish to enter our sect as someone who is at the 9th level of the key refinement realm. I'm an outer sect warden of the Jade Pure sect. Yang Luo Brother Han, would you mind if I do a quick check on you? As nowadays there's been increasing cases of fiendish cultivators trying to infiltrate our Jade Pure sect. Would you mind showing us your spiritual energy? Sure. After speaking, Hanju immediately displayed his magic and attacked the mountain behind, causing it to be blown away and rocks and soil to fly around. Everyone looked on in amazement. Is he really only at the 9th level of the key refinement realm? This clearly isn't any common type of sword technique but a magic spell. But isn't this a bit too powerful based on his cultivation? His purity of spiritual energy doesn't seem too low and does not seem like he is from any kind of fiendish cult. No issue. Just follow me. I'll bring you to the outer sect for registration. Okay, thank you. Sorry to trouble you. I would like to ask how many outer sect disciples are there, and what are the conditions to enter the inner sect? There are more than 2,000 disciples in the outer sect. Only those who have reached the foundation establishment can enter the inner sect. Every 3 years, the sect organizes a competition where the top 3 will receive a foundation establishment pill, which would help a 9th layer key refinement realm cultivator break through to the foundation establishment realm. And what about the number of the inner disciples? I'm not too sure about that. The Jade Pure sect's inner sect is located in a small world. We from the outer sect have no idea what's happening inside. The Jade Pure sect seems to be incredible. Of course, the Jade Pure's sect is the most prestigious and established sect in the Great Yan. I would like to ask if the Jade Pure sect has any places for one to cultivate lightning and fire spiritual ki. There aren't any in the outer sect, but there should be some in the inner sect. Does this person have a lightning spiritual ki? If you have a lightning cultivation potential, you can appeal to the Elder Hall. Perhaps they can make an exception for you, since having a lightning cultivation potential is rare, so the sect might provide you with special treatment. I just need to have a lightning cultivation potential. Brother Yang, then I would need to trouble you in nominating me. After speaking, Hanju immediately displayed some lightning cultivation on his hand for Yang Luo to see. If I can enter the inner sect, I will never forget this kind gesture of yours. Yang Luo looked at Hanju with surprise. No problem. I'll make an exception and have a talk with the Elder Hall. Thank you, Brother Yang. I'm indebted to you. Don't mention it. Yang Luo was reporting at the registration place. There is a rogue cultivator who is at the 9th level of the key refinement realm that wishes to join our Jade Pure sect. I see. Then let him have go through the assessment of spiritual ki. Wait, has the Great Elder returned yet? Not yet. I actually can't see through what this old man's cultivation realm is. Is he perhaps a cultivator in the foundation realm? Assessment, wouldn't that mean that my 6 spiritual ki potential will be found out? It would troublesome if they were to find out that I have 6 types of spiritual ki. Guess I will need to suppress some of them. I prefer to keep a low profile, so I guess I will only show a little bit. This person has a thunder cultivation potential and wishes to join our inner sect. For real? That is pretty rare. Brother Han, please show your lightning. Yang Luo turned around and saw 3 types of cultivation radiating from Hanju's body. Lightning cultivation potential. Fire cultivation potential. Wind cultivation potential. 3. He has 3 types of cultivation potential. Key condensation pill 1 bottle. Sect badge. Storage bag. 100 low-grade spirit stones. Jade Pure's Sect Taoist robe. Alright, Brother Han, we will report this to the Great Elder. Once he returns, we will bring you into the inner sect. Get some rest first. We will inform you when there's news. After speaking, the two said goodbye to Hanju and left the room. Sigh, I accidentally got too much attention. Hope this will not interfere with my cultivation. This is. Hanju looked up and suddenly saw something surprising in the room. I can sense fire spiritual ki here. Thank the lords. This accommodation is the best. Before the Great Elder returns, guess I will cultivate my fire cultivation potential to the 9th level of the key refinement realm. Cultivation! What a beautiful thing to do! So Hanju stayed in that room every day and practiced cultivation without going out. Normally, a cultivator would only be able to cultivate one type of spirit root. But for someone like me who have all 6 attributes, I'm required to need put in more effort compared to the others in order to improve. It's all thanks to my supreme potential that I am able to reduce the gap, and I will never feel fatigue from cultivating. Furthermore, the sensation of me getting stronger also means that my lifespan has extended. This is also the sole purpose that I had when I first saw the system and rolled for so many years, for immortality. In my previous life, I disregarded my body and stayed up all night every day. This led to me having cancer at a young age. Only then I realized the importance of life. It is unlikely for me to be able to live my life for the 3rd time. So in this life, I don't care about fame or fortune. I don't care about appearance or girls, as long as I can live a long life. Half a year later, I'm really sorry to make you wait for half a year. The Great Elder has finally returned. As soon as the door opened, Yang Luo saw Hanju sitting there and was quite surprised. Don't tell me you've been cultivating and never left your room. His aura has gotten much stronger. Huh? Half a year has passed already. Fire cultivation at the 9th level of the key refinement realm. Finally, the author also gave the main character a more beautiful outfit. Greetings, First Elders. This kid's fire cultivation potential has improved tremendously. It seems that you've been diligently cultivating for half a year. Yeah, he has been working hard for the past 6 months without leaving his room. With his talent and diligence, he might become one of the few elite disciples of our sect. His temperament is comparable to inner sect disciples and almost equivalent to an elite disciple. I can't be compared to them. If you want to enter the inner sect, you will need to find a master. We have a total of 18 coaching elders for the 18 peaks that we have within the inner sect. If anyone is fond of you, you can directly become an inner sect disciple. If not, you can only become one by participating in the outer sect competition and strive to reach the foundation establishment as soon as possible. I understand. Okay, let's go. Oh, I almost forgot to remind you. Each missionary elder has their own personality and temperament. Some like to stand out. Some like to diligently cultivate while remaining low profile. And some would frequently go out and take on missions. What kind of training style would you prefer? The fat elder and Hanju sat on a lotus-shaped container and flew through each mountain to reach the inner sect. Hanju thought for a moment and then replied, I prefer to be a low-profile cultivator. I dislike crowds and being high-profile. The fat elder looked at him and smiled. He probably knew where to take him. Then I think the Jade Serene Park suits you the best. You'll definitely like that place. The fat elder immediately flew away after speaking. Hanju looked up and thought silently. It's huge. Ahead of us is the inner sect of my Jade Pure sect. Before Hanju's eyes, the majestic rivers and mountains appeared, and the high mountains were so beautiful that no words could describe it. They are practitioners flying on their swords. No need to admire them, as you will be able to learn it soon enough. That's the inner sect of the Jade Pure sect. You can do missions and collect your salary here. Of course, you can trade here as well. I've truly underestimated the Jade Pure sect. I always thought that the Jade Pure sect would be tiny like those one would watch in a wuxia drama. Who knew that it would be this huge? Sorry to interrupt, but what is a wuxia drama? I've never heard of it before. About that. Be careful. If you fall, you'll die even if you're at the 9th level of the key refinement realm. We've finally reached the Jade Serene Peak, but who would have thought that the Jade Serene Peak would be the shortest peak? And so deserted. Yeah, the Jade Serene Peak has the least amount of disciples. There isn't much reason behind it, but the master of the Jade Serene Peak, Fairy Shizuan, although her cultivation level is unfathomable, she likes to cultivate in seclusion, with peace and silence. Furthermore, she doesn't allow her disciples to develop feelings for one another. As such, the disciples who stay within the Jade Serene Peak are basically ascetics. If you wish to change your mind, now is the time. Really? That's amazing. The next words of Hanju really surprised the fat elder. The Jade Serene Peak truly suits me. Now I can cultivate without getting Visturbev, haha. Now I can focus on cultivating in peace. So what if I can't get any companions? I can always get a couple of them once my cultivation has reached great heights. Not bad. This kid here has a bright future ahead. This kid here is Hanju. He is a rogue cultivator who has 3 types of cultivation potentials. One of them is the rare lightning cultivation potential. I've asked him while we were on the way and he has pointed out that he prefers to be low profile and wishes to be in peace and quiet. So what do you think? Hanju, would you be willing to join my peak and solely focus on cultivation? Our Jade Serene Peak finally has an handsome disciple. The system quickly gives a brief introduction. Cheng Yuer, 2nd level of foundation establishment. He looks so good. Notice me, and take me as your girl. The favorability is 2 stars. Is my top-notch beauty that incredible? As long as there aren't any instructions and I can enter into seclusion for 100 years and not leave my house. No, I wish to not be single anymore. Favorability has dropped to 1 star. Women. Fairy Shizuan has just spoken up. Do you know any spells? Attack me. I would like to see your ability. Since you asked for it, I will show you the best I got. After speaking, Hanju immediately displayed a powerful spell that radiated out and struck Fairy Shizuan. Fairy Shizuan just stood still, and with a light move, she immediately broke the fundamental rule of not being able to touch even a single strand of her hair. Cheng Yuer stood and watched, then praised. He is actually not bad. The system gives another notification. Cheng Yuer's favorability towards you has risen back to 2 stars. Fairy Shizuan's favorability towards me is currently at 1 star. If you find it entertaining, please give me a like and a subscribe. Thank you very much.